Yep. Hey, good morning, you guys.
Hey, I didn't even know we went live on that. All right, let's go.
Hey.
Let's go.
I guess it's a whole welcome back type of deal. I missed yesterday.
In the building.
And if you can hear me today, this is why. You missed me. I missed yesterday. Yesterday was actually worse. So I'm getting better, drinking hot tea, all that. But welcome back to another episode of The Brothers Legacy. Good morning, God bless. Roundtable. I'm telling you, I always want to say Pastor Cass. And we haven't done Pastor Cass in forever. Welcome back.
Yeah.
You remember that game when we was younger, 80?
Blessings, Lisa. What's up?
That game we played when we was little, when he was younger, called The Last One In, Get a Rotten Egg.
Okay.
He got the rotten egg. He got the rotten egg today.
What's up? Good morning, sir. How are you?
Morning.
Good morning.
Fixing this fade. All right, he is in here. All right, so y'all hang tight. You know how we do. Be right back. All right, and welcome back, you guys. Man, I missed y'all yesterday.
We missed you.
I did.
You in the conversations.
I had to come in and say what's up, and then I think as soon as I came in yesterday, and I made my comments or whatever, I feel right to sleep. Like lights out, I'm out. So hey, everybody. So if you're in here, and if you're on Facebook or Periscope, please let us know by tapping in #live or replay. Let us know what you're watching. Let's make sure that what we're saying, our content is making sense.
Yes.
Today is going to be a minimum of talking for me again, apparently, because I still can't talk. But it's all right. I'm going to try. But the only reason why I'm here today is because I'm interested in what AD got to talk about today. I know he gave us a topic, and the topic was, are we getting through?
Yes.
That's the topic.
Are we getting through?
And I got something to say about that one, buddy. But we're going to go ahead. And I'm going to say it in my scraggly voice, too.
All right. Oh,
yeah. AD?
Pull it up. All right.
So yesterday, I got into, I won't say spirited, because it was a decent conversation. And great morning, Cheryl Johnson and Cheryl from California. And of course,
bless you, Lisa.
In the building.
Good to see you all.
Good to see you. And we was talking about the law. Well, first off, the topic of the post was about how people feeling about the Congress wearing, I guess, the KENTE cloths. I think I'm saying it right. Good morning, sports car lady Cheryl, the other Cheryl in the building.
So we got Cheryl Johnson, we got Cheryl from California, and then we got sports car lady Cheryl.
Yes, we attracting the
Cheryl. Like this is my brother Daryl. My cousin
Daryl. My question is, who knows that joke? That's a really aged joke right there.
How old are you?
Cheryl's rule. I know that's right. So we talked about the KENTE cloth. I guess. Look at my brother on it. Oh, so we talked about it, and I was feeling like personally that I don't know. I don't feel solidarity. I feel like, I don't know, just a gesture. I mean, I guess, for them, they like, at least it's something kind of thing. But, outside of that, they do have a police reform bill that they're pushing through, that they're trying to get passed. And some of the highlights of it, hold on.
Yeah, please read some of those.
I got the highlights because he so kindly, I actually was reading the bill. Then he sent it in there. He's like, I know some of you folks don't read, so I'm gonna throw some highlights of the bill in there. So no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
He just threw it in there for argument's sake, so you can kind of see what it will do. Basically, it's supposed to ends qualified immunity, which presently allows officers loose immunity in civil actions. Creates a national registry for tracking misconduct by officers to prevent repeat offenders from being hired by other departments. Bans chokeholds, been there. Certainly knock down. And get rid of the no-knock warrants on the federal level, and incentivizes actions being taken on the local level. Incentivizes requires states to report use of force activity to the DOJ for review, and mandates racial bias training. You like that training there, Pastor, on the federal level. So basically, he said these are some of the key provisions that the article breaks down. So I feel like it's something, but we know sometimes from the federal level translating to the local level is a whole nother language, because you can put things in place, but the federal won't get involved unless things are reported directly from the state or the local level, because it's got to go from the local to the state to the federal, and unless you have people in place willing to uphold these standards, then things will change. I got a quick story. I remember when I was going to South Carolina State, I was interested in joining the band. And in most every group, there's hazing. There's some level of hazing. So the band leader gets up and he or the teacher, the administrator over the band, he was saying, by no means will there be any hazing this year. Won't happen. Not going down. Not anyway. So I got excited, like, wow, folks haze, and now he's shutting it down. Consequently, now I didn't stay in the band long, but consequently, the last day of the drum line, because I was part of the drummers, actually becoming into the band, they couldn't sit down in class for about 2 or 3 days. So, yeah, things can be declared and proclaimed, but will the locale follow the rules? That's my thing. All right, let's get into it. What's your thoughts?
Okay, let me start, and I'm going to be quick with this. The whole kente cloth thingy was much. I can't say I couldn't appreciate it, but I did a little bit. But it was too much. If they really were solidified, then they would pass legislation that would help us. You still, we're still behind the curve, but you want to stand in the Capitol on Capitol Hill with kente cloths on, and then she's gonna have a press conference and say, "Oh, the bean pies are great." You guys should try to. I think it's too much.
Did he say the bean pies are great?
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi.
Did she really say that?
Yeah, she really said that. Listen, for what I read. Social media is a beast, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna say that's false news until I hear
that. They are roasting me crap. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you right. I got it. But I think it was much. The kente cloth was much. I think that kente cloth is a sacred type thing for us, and they shouldn't not. No, I think it was too much. The reform bill, I read some things about it as far as they're raising the price of the bullets like about 3 cents or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know. And so social media is actually laughing. See, this is the problem. I mean, social media roasted these folks for wearing kente cloth on the Capitol Hill floor. I see why they did it. They did it for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, the length of George Floyd's death. I understand. I mean, but I think the kente cloth was a bit much for me. I don't know about you, Pastor, but for me, it was too much. Right.
How you feeling, brother?
I feel like I just hit the content lottery.
Right.
Come on through.
The truth is, you ever been in a situation where you have so much to say that you're better off holding your peace?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So as not to sound like you can't formulate narrative.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Right.
Dyslexia of the brain.
Right.
Because there's so much to it. And again, there's positive and there's some challenges with all of it.
Yes.
Because we wear KENTE as a symbolic representation of who we are, what we represent.
Right.
It's a form of solidarity. Right?
Right.
And one of the challenges we've always had is we never felt like we were recognized. We never felt like we were respected.
Right.
In our regalia.
Right. True.
When I'm already taking a turn.
Don't do it. Don't
do it.
Take a breathe. I want to get it all.
There were
Romello, Michael was building. Good morning.
So remember when you were young and you had, I don't know if you've ever had to put a uniform on.
Right.
And you were dressed like everybody else.
Right.
And you hated putting the uniform on.
Right.
Because when I put it on, I looked like the nerd. Because the nerd in the class had the same clothes on that I had on. And I didn't want to look like him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you ask people who don't understand the history,
right,
who have probably spent a lot of time in their life mocking the history,
right,
then to have to represent the history,
right,
they probably feel like I felt putting the uniform on.
Right.
I don't want to wear this.
Right.
You understand? So because we have to send a resounding message, if we're going to gain politically,
right,
I got to put this on. But you put a time stamp or a time limit.
Right.
We're going to wear it for 27 seconds or we're going to wear it for 47, whatever, you put, when you do that, you're still mocking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't understand. I look at it as patronizing a culture to say we are for you, but it was more of a slap. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right.
Because they didn't want to do it.
Nope.
The Bible study last night, when Jacob's daughter Dinah was raped by Hamor's son Shechem.
Yes.
What did and some of y'all, you missed Bible study last night.
Solomon's Temple.
I want to tell you something. Yesterday was a tough day watching that funeral. But Romello, see, that's the thing. The real question is, why did you watch it? So Bible study last night, there's a story in Genesis chapter 34 where Jacob moves to a place and he's raising his children in a city that is not a godly city.
Right.
And the leader of the city's son sees Jacob's daughter, Dinah, and he likes her and he takes her and rapes her.
Right.
Then after he rapes her, he has his father to get her hand in marriage. The rapists want to marry the victim.
Right.
Jacob's family is upset, they're frustrated by this, and then the leader says, how about you bring your women, your daughters, we bring our daughters, we can intermingle, we can marry each other. Now, his ultimate goal was to get access to Jacob's stuff.
Right.
And Jacob's son said, well, if you're going to intermingle, they were mad that their sister got raped. They wanted to kill these folks. So their deal was get everybody circumcised, get all your men circumcised. But their goal was to get them in a weakened state.
Right.
Have them agree to get circumcised in a weakened state. And while they were healing from the circumcision, we're going to go in there and kill them all.
Right.
Now, some can say, oh, they got some get back. Get back. But here's the thing. Here's the piece that most people miss. That the people who are ungodly were willing to circumcise themselves so they could get the women.
Right.
The godly women.
Mm-hmm.
which means they had no respect for the circumcision.
No.
They said this is nothing. This is not a major commitment to get those women.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cut some skin if it means getting all these women.
Right.
Listen to me.
Right.
Some would look at that and say, oh, wow, they become like us. They want to serve. No, they don't care about your God.
Right.
They are the same thing as those folks who join the church trying to find a wife and not trying to find God.
Yep.
They're going to use whatever tool they can to get access, to get in the door.
Yes.
But they have no respect. They don't care. But this little sacrifice is nothing because we get the whole role just by this little sacrifice.
Right.
The problem on the other side is that even the godly people, the sons of Jacob, were using the circumcision, which was a covenant with God, a sacred thing.
Yes, sir.
They said, we'll use this so that we can get at them. So what I'm saying is everybody's foul.
Right.
Because nobody is really recognizing the significance of the kente cloth.
Right. Yes, sir.
Because I don't want you to put it on if you don't really want to know the history behind it.
Right.
I don't want you to put it on if it's because you put it on just to say we got you, but you really don't have me. You're really trying to gain some cool points for yourself.
That's
because your main boy.
By me allowing you to do that. I mean, I can't make you take it off. But by me sitting idly by and watching you do that, I am not respecting even my own heritage because I don't trust you in my kente cloth.
True. That's true. That's true. Because your boy turned. He already on the questionable line. So they trying to do anything to get some kind of level of solidarity. And like I was in the chat before, where I got the comment from. It's the symbolism. We don't need any more symbolic stuff. I don't need symbolism. I don't need another.
And I don't
statue.
need you playing with my history.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
I don't know what you're going to do with the kente cloth when you take it home.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's it when I watched it, I saw it, it pissed me off, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now I may not be, 100% history, enthralled, but I know the kente cloth is big on our side of the fence.
Right.
And all of you guys are rocking this kente cloth. It's no different than when the business is saying we stand behind Black Lives Matter, and you really don't stand behind Black Lives Matter because, and the reason why I say that is because I love TikTok, right?
Right.
So TikTok puts out this thing. We stand behind all Black Lives Matter. This app will not tolerate racial bias or bigotry or whatever. And so a girl put up a TikTok where she had took screenshots of people talking bad about Black Lives Matter and hashtag Black Lives Don't Matter and all that. But it's allowed on TikTok. Right. So it's just a smoke screen for me. I don't believe it. I don't believe none of them.
Right.
I say until you can put policies in place that's going to protect me and my sons,
right.
You can't tell me to take off my kente cloth.
Right.
Take it off. You have nothing to listen. Wear your Saint Laurent. Wear your Louis V.
Right.
Wear your red bottoms.
Right.
Leave my kente cloth alone.
Right.
Because you don't mean that.
Right.
You don't mean that. If you, it's just like going to church and taking communion.
That was in the heart. Right.
You take communion. If you ain't like, don't take it because he's like, don't take it. Don't go to church. Take communion because you think you're hungry.
The Bible says, "He that eateth and drinketh unworthy, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body."
Right. It is the same thing.
Many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. Don't make me preach that, man.
Come on.
And don't go.
You might well go ahead because they're not listening no way. Right. Stay out my kente cloth, y'all. I'm just saying.
Right.
Stay out of it. Yeah, if you don't mean it, stay up. Listen. Don't wear our cloth, get it all musty and stinking, and take it home and put it in the basement.
Right.
No.
Right.
That's not how this rolls.
No, they're gonna pull it back out. They're gonna next February it's gonna be back out. They're gonna
walk
around with it.
Come on, man. It's crazy.
For all the companies claiming this that they stand behind the change, they are just saying that so they keep the money. Yes, coming in and look at other people who spoke against and think the apology will wipe it away. Exactly. Nah, man. Let me
say this. I'll say this. Okay. A friend of mine, Tyron Browder, my brother I went to high school with. Florida, pastors the church. We hold people. Yeah, absolutely. Right. And he posted something yesterday because one of my cousin from San Diego was getting back. She was going back and forth with some guy online based on a post that Tyron Browder put out, Pastor Browder. And he came back after this long exchange between my cousin and this guy. He said, listen, I put something out there to make people think.
Right.
I put something out there because I want people to express themselves. I want people to have a conversation.
Right.
He says, but what I don't want is for Black people to think that you have to expend the energy
right
to teach white people
right
how to deal with you.
Right.
It's a reminder that Black people did not create this problem.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we going to teach them how to fix something they created?
Right.
You understand? You knew going in how you felt. You knew what your intended purpose was for Black people in the beginning.
Exactly.
So you created racism. It comes from you.
Right.
You burned it out.
Right.
Hey, honey.
I can't tell a mother about her child.
Nope.
Right.
I can't go tell God about his creation.
Right.
So why am I trying to tell white people about racism?
Right.
It came from them.
Right.
If it's going to be dissolved, it's going to be dissolved by them. I'm not going to spend another minute trying to expose or explain to a white person what racism looks like.
Right. Done with it. Right. I'm done with fighting. I'm with you, Pastor.
Oh, man.
Listen, but
and we're exhausting ourselves trying to prove a point to somebody who created it.
Yeah.
Right. Morgan Freeman said it don't exist, but that's another conversation.
He'll say what don't exist.
Racism.
Man, get out of here.
He said, "No, I'm sorry. It does. You just if you stop talking about it, it'll go away.
It'll go away. Like Corona."
Well, listen, it's yeah, man. It needs the like tell the story.
He'll tell you, I didn't call it the Wii phone.
Right.
It's iPhone. There's no I in team. But it's, I'm so tired, and I scroll Facebook a lot, and I see our brothers and sisters out here trying to explain what this is about.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't care. Some folks.
You're gonna tell me that white people don't understand their privilege?
Right. There's no privilege. There's no privilege.
What's privilege?
False news. I see that. I was on somebody posted and someone asked about white privilege and folks putting false news. I was like, really?
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 Are you kidding me, bro?
Y'all get me fired.
Are you kidding me?
You're gonna get fired.
If y'all want to learn something,
you can't be no pastor. You need to go out there and be a civil rights leader.
Right.
Here's the thing.
You start with us.
End of story. Thank you, baby. That's my honey right there. That's mine.
End of story.
I don't care. Please no. That's why her comment stays up longer. That's my baby. So, but I'm saying, if you guys want a lesson about us,
yes,
start with Juneteenth. Right. It's coming right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
And so for me, 4th of July is canceled. I'm done. I'm not celebrating. I ain't eating no hot dogs, no hamburgers, none of that. The 4th of July, because that's not my freedom day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I see my brothers and sisters, they're on here, and they're arguing. They're on posts. Posts have 500 comments.
Right.
Because everybody going back and forth.
Right.
So what?
Right.
They don't care.
Right.
They don't.
Right.
And their response, hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
If their response is always going to be, all lives matter, they don't care.
Right.
They don't see it. They ain't going to see it. There's no way. Yeah. Please save your breath and your energy for something that's going to mean something later.
Right.
They don't care.
They don't.
Next.
Right.
I want to just point of clarity.
Yes.
The people who make you feel like you have to explain don't care.
Right.
Because there are people who don't need an explanation.
Right.
They see it. They know it. There are people who needed an explanation 3 months ago who don't need an explanation today. Right. So people's minds are becoming more and more open. They're able to receive information they couldn't receive before. So I'm not going to cast or paint some broad stroke of the brush across everybody that doesn't look like me. Right. What I will say is that if you feel like you're having to explain to somebody, right, because they want to prove another point to you about we're all the same and, all lives, right, then you're wasting your energy.
You're wasting your time.
I had to realize that too.
Because there's enough evidence now out there. There has been enough evidence out there for years, for generations, for people to understand exactly where they are in this entire conversation.
Right.
So it's not necessary.
Right.
What's really necessary is for people who don't look like us to change their narrative. Right. I can tell you that the younger generations, I enjoy the conversation, but it seems the older ones in the conversation. Yeah. And Melissa, that is black and white. Because there's old black folks who won't open up their eyes.
Right.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, no. Yeah.
Because they used to saying massa.
Right.
They used to that. Listen, look. Stop wasting your time, man. We got other things to do. We got bigger fish to fry. And if we still got people,
and we got other stuff to talk about.
Exactly.
I need to talk about the empowerment of my brothers and my sisters. True. I don't want to keep talking about this.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we have work to do.
Right.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is so draining. And there are people that are still talking about that darn flag. I don't care. Let's be real clear. And them the ones that are so tone deaf. It just if you are in here watching on Periscope or Facebook, and if you get into a verbal sparring match with somebody, and they say, "Well, the flag this, that you shouldn't do this and that," and I don't see racism, and I don't see color. If you don't if you don't take that comment and just go this way and move that away, because they're tone deaf, they don't care. They're the ones you don't waste time on.
Dr. Sims, you're right. The dollars are speaking to Roger.
Better believe it.
Roger Goodell said out loud, "Without black football players, we don't have an NFL.
Ain't no league."
And all of a sudden, the NFL had this commercial, and the commercial was an absolute total contradiction to Colin Kaepernick. Wow. And what I will say is this: the NFL is changing when Colin Kaepernick is back on the team.
Exactly.
Wow. The NFL is changing when you show me a black owner.
Right.
Until then, it's like those politicians putting on the kente cloth.
Yep.
I can make this little sacrifice to make sure I have all these players in line.
Yep.
Because I can tell them that I did something for you. Y'all had y'all commercial. They get out on the field and play.
Get the work. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like Laura Ingraham saying "shut up and dribble."
Right.
Woo. That chick make me itch.
That's what it sounds like. Right.
They can often join the fight.
Sounds like Laura Ingraham saying, should they be allowed to keep talking like that?
Right.
Those are her words, man.
Right. Yep.
But protests, however, when you encounter someone saying all lives matter, I recommend moving into their belief space and bring them into the overall fight against police brutality. They can often join that fight even if they don't see the racism. No, that's bad advice. Yeah. Sorry, brother. That's bad advice.
Come on,
that's bad advice.
Come on, through.
Yeah. Because, a lot of times.
I'm going to totally contradict you. Explain further what you're talking about. Get him on camera. Get him on. Because I'd like to know deeper where he's coming from. Because as far as and I don't mean to be offensive, man. You put it out there. And so you got to
appreciate you.
Response,
yeah.
Right. Help me understand what you mean when you say go into their space. We're already
in their space. Right.
We've been in that space.
Right.
We're trying to bring someone into our space, into our understanding.
Right.
Know what we feel. I already know how you feel. We understood you.
But you said something, and I want to kind of segue into real quick. The last part, kind of the middle part. He said, I recommend moving into the belief space, not that part, but bring them in an overall fight against police brutality, right? So for so long, every bill that we fight for, everybody else gets to enjoy the privileges of receiving, because it doesn't matter what we fight for. Nothing is just for us. Nothing. It just helps. Even the Civil Rights Bill wasn't just for us. It helped everybody else. We get ahead of it. We get our head cracked for everybody else. And my thing is, we do so, yet we are still beneath even other so-called minorities. So it's time out that we are we are American just like the white people, because we've been here, we built this just like them. We were here, outside of the Native American. We were here, or even forced here, and it kills me sometimes, some of the bills, the way they're written, because you're
talking about that knucklehead quarterback in New Orleans who talked about his grandfather fighting in the war.
Right.
Like we didn't have people in the war.
Right.
But when we came back and was treated like a hero, we came back and we still had no rights. Right. Man, miss me.
Right.
All the way.
Right.
Swerve.
Right.
Swerve.
Right.
I mean, you talked about Laura Ingraham a little while ago. And you said Laura Ingraham was talking about, told LeBron to shut up and dribble, that they shouldn't have any kind of voice in this. Now, did you hear her response to Drew Brees?
I heard about it.
She said, he was just giving his opinion.
Right.
Yeah, well, she didn't listen. She said they need to stay on the basketball court and entertain, right?
Right.
But she said nothing when Tom Brady and his coach put on the Make America Great hat.
Right.
There was silence, right? And so then what's so funny is she's saying they cannot articulate effectively in this area, so they should stop talking. But when she called them dumb jocks, she said you can always tell when it's a dumb jock. But here's the thing. She didn't say dumb jock.
Yeah.
She said jump doc.
Yeah.
Now you are paid to articulate.
Right. Yes.
You're criticizing someone else's inability to articulate.
Right.
And you mispronounced the name calling.
Right.
You understand? Now here's the part. Now here's something deep that you got to understand.
Yes. Welcome back, Rich.
We talk about she wasn't flying off the cuff.
Yes.
She was reading a teleprompter.
Right.
Yeah.
If you know media, they can't say anything that ain't on the teleprompter.
Right.
So it didn't say dumb doc on the teleprompter. It said dumb jock on the teleprompter.
Right.
And she mispronounced it.
Right.
Yeah.
So what should she do?
Right.
Right. You're so busy trying to critic. You're making a mistake in your critique, in your criticism.
Right.
And I know it's kind of silly. It's low level, but the reality is, when we talk about, the hypocritical disposition of people.
Right.
You're telling me that I can't speak and you mispronounce the word speak.
Right.
Get the mote out your own eye before you can get the beam out of mine.
Yes.
Exactly.
You understand? Clean up your own house before you start criticizing me. What I love is LeBron James's response to that was to create an entire campaign. And because he has money, he can create a show called Shut Up and Dribble.
Right.
Yep.
Because he owns his own media company.
Yes.
And he's doing a movie too.
Wow.
About Black Wall Street.
Wow. Nice.
So he's taking his voice. He's not gonna, don't like some of us hard-headed folk that they get into a spar with somebody, they immediately get into their emotions. They're ready to fight. Like pull up. You know what I'm saying? Forget what you're talking about. Pull up.
Right.
And we have to respond a different way.
Right.
But Laura Ingraham is part of the good old boy club. She ain't going nowhere, because as long as she's spitting out that nonsense and that venom, they're gonna keep her. They're gonna keep her payroll forever.
Because it plays to their face. It plays to their audience.
It plays to their face.
Again, that's why it's on the teleprompter, because the corporation understands that they have to play to their audience.
Yep. Set the narrative.
They have to
set the narrative. Yeah. And it's always funny sometimes when you get into debates, they all say the same things. You're like, wow, it's amazing how you guys are all on script. All your points sound just like I heard.
That's why I struggle. Even we have to settle for Joe Biden,
right?
Who's playing to his base. If you don't vote for me, then you ain't black.
Right. That's why they threw them Kente clothes on, just to make sure, like, hey, we're black too.
You know what? Right. We can get into the whole settling for Joe Biden. That's a whole other thing. But JoJo, I mean, I get it, settling, but consider the option.
Listen,
don't soft pedal around it, man. We are settling.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I'm not saying that we're not.
Oh no, we said.
I'm not saying we're not. I'm just saying consider the alternative. We definitely settling.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The true case of Dumb or Dumber.
I almost feel
actually, it's not even Dumb or Dumber. It's bigot versus dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. $100 buttons.
She said $100 buttons.
I don't know. I don't know. So some folks might have been turned off so much they just.
So Ed Reynolds responded with further in their belief space. When you can tell that other person can't see your side, you can still recruit them against a shared opponent by shifting the concept of the fight to something they can see well. I love that explanation, Ed. I appreciate that. It reminds me of Pontius Pilate when they crucified Jesus. Right? Because the leaders did not get along with each other.
Right.
But in order to get rid of Jesus, they all came together collectively to get rid of Jesus.
I'm with you.
So the last time somebody entered into someone else's belief space, Jesus was crucified.
Right. Yeah. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I mean, I get the concept, and
I know where you're going, man.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to tell you is we have that button. Yeah. We really do. I love what you're saying. I really. Joe Biden's not dumb. I know he's not. It's a horrible thing to say. But listen, when a white man gets on national TV and says, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black," he may not be dumb, but that was a dumb statement.
That was a dumb statement.
Okay.
I think
what was the context of that? I'm gonna have to pull that clip up. I heard about it, but I don't think it was.
You got to watch. It was an interview.
Something. Okay. A presidential candidate. A voice for America should not say that.
Right.
Any more than Donald Trump saying, grab him by the blick.
Yeah. Right.
No presidential candidate should use those words to try and reach a base, because what you have now done
Dr. Sims.
Your white base.
Yes. So if it was a conversation with Charlemagne, and he said, "What are you doing for the black people, black agenda?" And your boy got all ruffled because he wasn't ready.
Who got
for that
ruffled,
question,
Joe?
which is stupid. How you not ready for that question?
You knew it was coming.
I have something to say to that question. That's my problem with that guy. Yeah, y'all need to watch it. Yeah, and I know people don't like Charlemagne, but that question was just a regular question. We would ask that if you were on the show. We would ask all kinds of questions. Hey, Joe, what was like, blah, 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 and what are you doing for black people? That's it.
Hey, Lise, what's going on?
Answer, hey, Lise, what up? So I'm just saying,
here comes Lisa again. She's gonna speak to y'all and just ignore me. It's the second time she's done that.
Lise, you gotta
Lise, we got problems.
Come on, Lise. Come on, Lise.
I was gonna try to slide past that, but Terry left it up too long.
You couldn't. Yeah, I did. Oh,
I
man.
terrible on camera somehow.
Oh, man, that's funny.
I ain't messing with Lise. I need to like her stuff. I done watched her on social media, and she kicked me to the curb twice now.
Yeah. I hope she comes back and responds.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, man.
All right.
Oh,
what time was it?
That was my laugh for the day. I'll tell you what. But like I said, if you guys in here,
just stay in your lane, Joe.
Ed. I want you to go to my page. There is I don't know if you know anything about Juneteenth. This may help you a little bit to get you the insight. Go to my page. There is a video of Juneteenth that was written by Lee Sweeney.
Yeah.
Go ahead and copy that, share it, read it, listen to it, all that, and then share it to your people so that way they can understand. I'll get a little glimpse, because if they don't have any clue at all, this will give them a little clue of what we've gone through and what Juneteenth is about. Because when you see me on Juneteenth, I'm the only black man out here in Idaho, let me tell you. I'm going to have on a T-shirt. I'm wearing it to work, and I'm going to be, welcome to Compados. How can I help you? In my new T-shirt. So I'm just
I'm gonna pray for you, man. Right. I'm gonna be praying. Lord, cover.
Oh, Ricky West.
Love on the doorpost, Jesus.
Yes, Lord. Thank you.
I'm telling you. What?
Thank you.
What y'all praying for me for?
Because you're the only black man in Idaho.
Oh man,
right?
You know,
you're gonna put the shirt on and have I wish they would today. I wish they
would. That's kind of what it is. I love all of my coworkers. Don't get me wrong. Please understand.
Take the day off.
They are. No, I can't because I've already had 3 days off actually because I'm out this week. So I'm gonna be up in there Juneteenth, the 2 black fish, the whole time.
Where you start going.
Man! Welcome to Con Palos. I'm gonna help you. I promise. Tell that before you start. Tell her to leave me alone. Don't hit him. I'm going to delete you. I'm going to delete you. Yeah.
I'll find it. I'll send you a PM. Okay. Awesome, Ed. Appreciate you being here, Ed. I appreciate you sharing in the conversation. Oh, man. I appreciate it.
It's on my page. You can't miss it. I just shared this morning.
I love it. We want to reach everybody. And we like to have conversations. Seriously.
I'm not there to save you. You weren't here the last time you saved me.
All right, y'all fight later.
I love you, baby. Now, as soon as we get up, she's gonna FaceTime me. What are you doing?
Oh man.
So we had our 40-minute mark. So listen, y'all. Yes, we want to thank you guys for coming through and supporting the Buzz of Legacy like y'all always do. Yes. If you have not yet, click on the Periscope for Brothers Legacy. Follow us. Throw emojis, all of that. If you have not yet on Facebook, join the Puzzle Legacy group. That way you won't miss us because we always go live on the page. I'm taking bath all day. Just came in and gave another grown man. I'm old of his butt. Cannot be my political voice or reason.
Cannot be my political voice.
Yeah, you gotta love Lise.
Thank you, Lise. Appreciate you.
Lise is awesome. We love Lise.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna get on out of here. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yes. No. We're moving it to Friday. So Friday, we got the After Dark special coming up at 9:30. So you guys need to check it out. The Purposeful Forever. We got couples talking about the intimate side of a relationship. I'm going to say that.
Yes. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. You got to make sure it's like a pimp named Slickback. You got to put the whole thing. You guys say, "Hey, how you doing?" Hey, Pastor Brian, the whole thing. All right. You guys have a great day. Go ahead, my bad.
Yes, Purposeful Forever tonight. Not tonight. Friday night at 9:30. So you guys make sure you check it out. Follow me on Facebook, Periscope, and we look forward to seeing you guys there. We're gonna kind of dig into the intimate side of marriage. All right.
Oh boy! Sound the alarm! Sound the alarm! That's why it's After Dark.
Right. But the baby's in bed.
I'm not missing that one, buddy. All right, so you guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. All right.
Michael in the building. Welcome.